Hey, my name is Aaliyah, and I'm going to talk about week 2 of The Artist Way. Week 2 kind of felt like I wasn't making a lot of progress, but it was mainly because there weren't a lot of things to progress on. Week 2 consisted of, I'll read them, some of them. I actually marked these down in the book and tried to, do post-it notes this time. Week 2 was recovering a sense of identity. This week addresses self-definition as a major component of creative recovery. You may find yourself drawing new boundaries and staking out new territories as your personal needs, desires, and interests announce themselves. These tasks are aimed at moving you into your personal self-identity, defined by you. Task 1 was to do affirmative reading every day, and morning and night. I needed to read the basic principles to myself, and that's on page 3 of the book. I won't read it here, but if you have the book, you would just read the basic principles, which wasn't a lot, and I did that, and it just felt kind of repetitive. And then number 2 was, where does my time go? It was to list my 5 major activities this week and how much time did I give to each one. And my main time was social media, and I gave way too much time to that, which is understandable, seeing as I use social media as a way to help my music career. But I do want to limit the time that I spend on social media that's not related to posting my music and promoting myself. Reading, I don't necessarily want to limit that. I kind of want to do more of that. I really enjoy reading. It's very relaxing for me. If I lived another life, I would have worked in a bookstore or a library. Number 4 was ruminating. I spent hours ruminating on what I could have done better in my life and how I could have improved things that I had no real control over. I'm working through that with my therapist. That's a whole nother topic. And number 5 is walking, which is not enough, but I definitely made up for that this week. I walked more on the beach. I walked more outside. I used my walking pad at my house, and that kind of helped things. Number 3 was list 20 things that you enjoy doing. I did that. I won't go through all of those, but I listed 20 things. And if you were supposed to list when the last time you did them. And a lot of them I'm frequently doing, so that kind of made me feel better. But there are some things that I wanted to do more, like I want to go bike riding more, I want to roller skate again, I want to go to different places more. So I'm working on that. Number 4 was, from the preceding list, write down 2 favorite things that you've avoided that could be this week goals. And the 2 favorite things was writing fictional short stories, which I'm still working on, and doing more Pilates, which I'm still working on. I enjoy both of those things, and they're things that I can do at home. Number 5 was return to the list of imaginary lives from last week and list 4 more lives below, 5 more lives below. Now write down plans for doing those. And I did that. A lot of it was the same, writing, just write more, practice producing more, and look at more tutorials and stuff. So I don't want to go into all of that, but I did that. Number 6 was life pie. Draw a circle below and divide it into 6 pieces, like about spirituality, exercise, and stuff like that. And you put a dot in the areas which you think you're okay in. And I did that, and had like a whole thing. But yeah, that's what I mean. It was like a lot of like tasks that you just write in the book, and it kind of felt a little like lackluster, and it did make me think about how much time I spend overachieving and trying to do so many things and trying to self-improve all the time, because it's not necessarily that the book wasn't telling you to do a lot of things. It was just the fact that I'm always trying to do the most, and I want to try to do enough and not do the most, because I like to call myself a professional overachieving underachiever, and I want to learn to master a minimal amount of things versus trying to be mediocre at a bunch of things at once. So I'm working on that. My artist date this week was literally just me going to the beach and trying to not do anything. I have a habit of not being able to just sit still. So that was my task this week. My task this week was to go to the beach and just sit there, not turn it into a 4-mile walk, not turn it into some strenuous activity. I was just sitting there, and that in itself was a lot. Sitting still is something I'm learning to do. So that was this week. I'm gonna come back next week, hopefully more motivated than I am this week. But that isn't to say that you shouldn't still do this, because it is making me look inward a lot. It's making me write a lot more beyond just writing music. So that's been interesting too. I would definitely tell you to, try it, give it a chance. It's a book, there's a workbook, there's a journal. Check back in with me next Sunday. Bye.